Now listen. As a player, you owe yourself, your team, your coach, and your fans good health. Don't joke with your health. Your superpower is your good health.
Yes, sir! Yes, coach! Let's go!
This message is powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
A lot of fans with their phones out to get this jump ball. They haven't seen Victor in person. They're seeing something the likes they haven't seen.
Be creating an environment for him that doesn't stifle his creativity. Castle getting creative. He out-jumped
and just wiped it away. Jeez. And that actually happened against Toronto to Giannis in a chase down block. He cut his finger on the rim.
Yeah. Lillard off the mark with the three. Here's Wembanyama. That one-legged three ball. Weased by Giannis.
Well, Castle is not a great shooter yet. He's shooting under 30% from three. But he doesn't hesitate when he gets a good shot to put it up.
Speaking of one-legged step back.
His last 23 from three before that one.
Leads the break. Castle punched it home. Forced it in. I'm not sure Lopez noticed that. Getting to start tonight in place of Jeremy Sohan. Here's Johnson. That falls with 7 minutes to go. Dame weaving out to Trent Jr. Got hot hand. Trent Jr. now 4 for 4 from downtown. And the three ball continues to fall for Milwaukee. Johnson with him out, Doc. Take him out. He's done. He's cooked. On the pick and pop, Johnson drives it on Lopez. Great use of the left.
Fran Rollins from Toledo. He's a good player. He's on a two-way contract, hoping to get guaranteed. But he offers a ton of athleticism and length, and he's a really good player.
And that'll do it. The final score, 121 to 105. Giannis leading the way with 25 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Best game for Milwaukee Bucks, beating San Antonio Spurs 121 to 105 points. Welcome to Kickoff Sports Show this morning. Well, one of the games decided in the NBA in the wee hours of today. We've got more results to come your way this morning. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, and this is your Remedy Radio Dial, Solutions 939 FM, and this is Kickoff Sports Show. Looking at updates coming on the show this morning, we'll be giving you updates from tennis, the same as Formula One, and looking at what is happening in the world of football. Games are going down tonight, the FA Cup, as we also look at what went down yesterday. For Liverpool fans, they are the most silent people this morning. They became silent since last night, and this silence is powered by Tottenham Hotspur. All right, so we'll let you know more about that, but let's just quickly look at result of games that went down in the wee hours of today. But remember, don't you forget, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Jump on those channels, click like, follow, subscribe, share, and comment. Let us know what your thoughts are this morning concerning that goal scored against Liverpool last night. But looking at results of games that decided in the wee hours of today, you heard out of Milwaukee Bucks' victory over San Antonio Spurs. LA Clippers lost 103 to 126 points against Denver Nuggets, as New Orleans Pelicans lost at home 100 to 119 points to visitors Portland Trail Blazers. New York Knicks defeated Toronto Raptors 112 to 98 points, as Brooklyn Nets lost at home 98 to 113 points against the Detroit Pistons. Philadelphia 76ers were better than Washington Wizards in a 109 to 103 points victory, while Indiana Pacers defeated Chicago Bulls 129 to 113 points. As Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Oklahoma City Thunders in a tough encounter, 129 to 122 points victory. But remember, games are going down tomorrow in the NBA. It's a Friday morning game, but that's going to be Thursday night / Friday morning in the U.S., where Toronto Raptors will travel to play the Cavs, as Detroit Pistons hosts Golden State Warriors. Orlando Magic will be up against Minnesota Timberwolves, as Memphis Grizzlies will be up against Orlando Magic. Memphis Grizzlies, I beg your pardon, will be up against the Houston Rockets. Dallas Mavericks will take on Portland Trail Blazers as Phoenix Suns battles Atlanta Hawks. Utah Jazz will be up against Miami Heat. And the last game for tomorrow morning, we'll see LA Lakers against Charlotte Hornets, and that game is going down by 4:30 a.m. Away from that, but let's also still talk about Milwaukee Bucks. It is now more of not really about the victory, but also records are broken by Giannis Antetokounmpo. We spoke after the game, breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
Tonight, another dominating performance. You've dealt with injuries, you've dealt with illnesses. How can this team continue to be the team you saw tonight?
You just got to play together. We got to play together. We got to compete defensively. When we compete defensively, we're very hard to beat. You know, I feel like after the cup, we kind of took the foot off the gas. We wasn't the same team. We were like, I think we were 3-5 in the games after the cup. So we just got to keep getting back in rhythm. Got to keep realize what makes us great. When we compete as a team, you know, defensively, then offensively, we move the ball, we play with one another. We're very, very hard to beat.
Speaking of great, I know you don't like the individual accolades or talking about it. You like talking about the team. But today, you passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most double-doubles in franchise history. What does that say about your sustained success?
I'm just trying to play hard. I'm just trying to be consistent for my team. I'm just trying to do the right things that takes to win games. Sometimes when you think that way, individual accolades happen. But I just want to win games. I just want to be remembered of a guy that helped this team win games.
Giannis, congratulations. Thank you as always.
Thank you.
Giannis Antetokounmpo of Milwaukee Bucks speaking there. Hey, now moving away from basketball, let us talk tennis. Remember, the Australian Open starts in the next few days, or we say hours now, although for qualifications for men's qualifiers and women's qualifiers ongoing, some already through. And the live update this morning for the men's qualifier of the Australian Open, we have Dominic Quetfar up against Blake Ellis, and Quetfar won the first set 7-5 as he's currently trailing the second set, love 1. Well, the ladies are also in action as we also have some games already decided for that. Darius Nigor, Anka Todoni, Tamara Zidatzek, Naomi Habito, Jana Fett, Leolie Jean, all through to the next round. Destiny Alvier, Julia Riera, Victoria Golobish, Sija Wei. We should be seeing a lot of hands going into the Australian Open this season. Remember, it's a big scare for Australian man. A lot of people honestly like Nick Kyrgios can still come with that miracle. Novak Djokovic, we should also be expected. And according to updates we are getting, talking about the Australian Open, champion Jannik Sinner and 10-time Australian Open winner Novak Djokovic have landed in opposite sides of the draw for the season's first major, ruling out a replay of last year's semi-final match. Sinner upset Djokovic in the semi-finals there last year before coming back to beat Daniil Medvedev in the final 3-6, 3-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 for his first Grand Slam singles title. Now, top-ranked Sinner has a first-round match against Nicolas Jarry and also has Taylor Fritz, Ben Shelton, Medvedev in his first half of the draw. Now, Fritz will open against a fellow American, Jenson Brobsky. Djokovic and number 3 Carlo Alcaraz could meet in the quarterfinals with a possible semi-final against number 2 Alexander Zverev. Now, let's talk about the ladies here. Because updates we are getting this morning has it that Emma Raducanu is the only British player to draw a seat at the Australian Open after being paired with Russia's Ekaterina Alexandrova in round 1. Former US Open champion Raducanu pulled out of a scheduled warm-up tournament in Auckland with a back niggle, but has been practicing at Melbourne Park this week. It's good to pick your games, right? Okay, now moving away from tennis, let's talk Formula One, where the Belgian Grand Prix has secured a new contract that will keep it on the Formula One calendar for 4 out of 6 years from the 2026 to 2031. It is the first deal of its type signed by Formula One, which is seeking to find ways of accommodating new events in an already crowded calendar. The contract dictates that the historic Spa-Francorchamps circuit will host a race in 2026, 2027, 2029, and 2031. However, the 2028 and 2030 Belgium will be replaced by another race, the details of which Other venues will rotate the spot are yet to be confirmed. That's the situation on ground this morning. Well, shout out to guys watching live on Facebook this morning, same as YouTube. For those of you listening, on your radio sets, on your phone, thank you so much. Remember, you can also tell someone to tune in right now to Solutions 939 FM. Jalasho Henry, good morning to you. Olaniro Paul Aremu, good morning. Agubi Ade Sharif, good morning. And, Jalasho Henry is already giving his opinion about that controversial goal scored by Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool last night, saying that I'm not surprised about the goal. The referee used that to compensate the mistake they did on Saturday against Newcastle United. Hey, remember the league game is different from cup game, right? But whatever you think, let's get your opinion here. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real low.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
And it's a really good ball to McAllister. Jota, really smart selection, and they're outnumbered here, Liverpool, but ever willing is Cody Gakpo, takes one from in and throws ball forward. Solanke all on his own. It'll be a tight call this, but Solanke has put the ball in the back of Liverpool's net. The flag stays down. Yes, just. Oh, so you're going to hear him announce this decision here.
After review, Dominic Solanke was in an offside position in the build-up to the goal.
Konate against Solanke. Bergvall. It's Curtis Jones. Still time for Liverpool here. Diaz is ball in, and it was almost.
Well, that game that ended 1-0 in favour of Tottenham Hotspur. Angel Postecoglou's side against the Arne Slot side last night in the EFL Cup semi-final first leg. So let's see what happens in the return leg. But we'll still talk more about that. But let's just come back home and talk about Enyimba's victory against the Nasarawa United. And guess what? A man who is in, can we say, a top form of his life at the moment, getting back-to-back goals for Enyimba International. And that is a Brownie Day. He came in as a sub in the 59th minute and he got the winning goal in the 63rd minute to move the team, win 2-1, secure 3 points for the Stanley Eguma-led side. Now, following that 2-1 victory for Enyimba International, the team has ended their draw run in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Remember, that game was a rescheduled game due to the assignment of Enyimba on the continent. Well, the People's Elephants is now placed 7th on the NPFL log with 27 points from 17 matches. Now 6 matches won, 9 drawn, 2 lost, scoring 16, conceding 10. So remember, the People's Elephants has got a game to go down on 15th of January, which is on the road against Kwara United, and that's going to be next week Wednesday. Let's keep our fingers crossed to see if Enyimba can win that game going down on 15th. And should Enyimba win that one, that means the People's Elephants will have 30 points, moving to the 5th spot on the NPFL log. And they still got a game as well. But let's just move on and wait also for the second half of the season. And I still also feel like when we have teams playing on the continent, don't you think it also has an effect on other teams, because you have to postpone some matches, and at the end of the day, for those who have games in hand, will have the opportunity to rest well before going into those rescheduled games. We're going to break, and when we come back, we talk more football stories. Still Kickoff Sports Show on Solutions 939 FM.
can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libatu, Kado Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
bó ṣe wà yìí mo ti ní ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá nípamọ́ tí ọ̀gá náà bá wá sanwó fún mi lọ́la màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún tí Ṣẹ́gun náà bá wá sanwó tó jẹ mí á jẹ́ pé màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún bí ó ṣe máa lọ nìyẹn.
ọ̀gbẹ́ni ìwọ ní tí òun ka ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá tó ń ṣe látẹ̀ gangan àbí.
FCMB Millionaire promo ìkẹwàá ló máa tún ti dé mo ń ṣe ìṣirò oye tí mo máa fi pamọ́ tí yóò fún mi ní àǹfààní láti kópa jẹ̀bùn ìtorí pé ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá kọ̀ọ̀kan tí mo bá fi pamọ́ ó lè jẹ́ kí n jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù tó pọ̀.
owó ṣáà ti fowó pamọ́ sínú àkáǹtì rẹ fọ́gbọ̀n ọjọ́ láì gbà èyí lè jẹ́ kó láǹfààní àti jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù kan náírà yálà oníbàárà tuntun ló jẹ́ tàbí ìwọ tó ti wà pẹ̀lú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ láti ṣí àkáǹtì yìí rọrùn púpọ̀ ohun tó nílò àti ṣe ni kó tẹ *329# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ tàbí kó download FCMB mobile lórí Google Play Store ńlọ bá tán àǹfààní yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kejìlá títí di ọgbọ̀njọ́ oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2025 bó o bá ṣe fowó pamọ́ sí iná àǹfààní ẹ̀bùn tó jẹ́ náà ṣe pọ̀ sí àmọ̀ràn tí o wí pé àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It was a good goal, let that be clear. Ball in behind, cut back cross. Bergval scoring, stayed really calm, finished it off. But I don't think you're interested in that. I think you're interested in the moment before. Yeah, when I just walked in, I said, I was thinking, I think I saw Ainge sitting here on Sunday. Thought something happened, and I think Spurs weren't happy with a few decisions that were made on Sunday. And many people always say that this will eventually match up in the end of the season. I'm not one of them that believes that, because sometimes you can be unlucky in the season or you can be lucky in the season. Yeah, on Sunday a decision went against them. Maybe today a decision went in favor of them, which is, of course, very unlucky for us, because I've never felt that we were going to lose this game, especially not after the first 15 to 20 minutes, because I did feel Spurs started the game better than us. But after that, in my opinion, we had most of the game control, played most of the game on their half, had much more ball possession. And then, a moment like this, if you go down to 10 for a few seconds against a very good, against a team that can play so good football like Tottenham can, it's far from ideal.
Arne Slot, Liverpool manager, speaking after last night's loss against Tottenham Hotspur, most especially his thoughts about the goal scored by Tottenham. All right, so looking at more reactions, for Ange Postecoglou, the coach of Tottenham Hotspur, has got a different opinion and believes that the team is good enough.
Yeah, so to the game, you said in your pre-match, whatever energy they've got, they will give it. They absolutely did, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They have been, and it's incredible when you think of, we've got a couple of 18-year-olds out there, one playing out of position, a left-back who's not a left-back, a goalkeeper making his debut. The boys gave everything, we had to work hard, and even at the end of the game, they've put on some significant talent. We can't make those changes, but the guys kept going, and we got a deserved goal out of it.
Tottenham manager Ange Postecoglou, check the time right now, 9:19. An update coming in says Graham Potter has been confirmed as the new head coach of West Ham United. The 49-year-old takes over from Julian Lopetegui, who was fired on Wednesday afternoon after winning just 6 of his 20 Premier League matches in charge, leaving the club 14th in the Premier League. Potter has been out of management since leaving Chelsea in April 2023, having previously been in charge of Brighton, Swansea and Swedish side Östersund. West Ham has also held interviews with Paulo Fonseca, who left AC Milan last month, and Christophe Gaultier, who currently manages Qatari side Al Duhail, but opted for Potter after holding further positive talks on Tuesday. Okay, so let's see next 5 matches for Graham Potter, who's coming in to be in charge of West Ham United. Well, his first game will be tomorrow against Aston Villa in the FA Cup third round clash, and then move into the Premier League clash on 14th of January on Tuesday, where he hosts Fulham, a London battle there. Then face Crystal Palace on the 10th of January at the London Stadium. Travel to the Villa Park to play Aston Villa. Then faces former side Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. Is that not too early? Those are the 5 matches for Graham Potter as he becomes the manager in charge of West Ham United. Well, all right, now moving on this morning and talking more football stories. We'll go straight and look at fixtures of games going down tonight. And, well, that happens to be the FA Cup Round of 3, Sheffield United against Cardiff City, Everton hosting Peterborough United, and Fulham hosting Watford. But remember, last night it was a big turnaround for Barcelona in the cup competition, the Spanish Super Cup semi-final. Now the team booked a place into the final. Goals from Lamine Yamal and Gavi gave Barcelona the victory over Athletic Club. Now, the semi-final came too soon for either Dani Olmo and Paul Victor to play for Barcelona after the club was granted provisional permission to register the pair by Spanish National Sport Council, CNT, earlier on Wednesday. Well, but the players, both summer signings, were only registered for the first half of the season as Barcelona could not meet La Liga's wage cap restriction. Otubela Oluwaseun, how are you doing? Good morning to you. All right, now let's also see the likely finalists. But remember, Barcelona is already in the final, so they should be waiting for who wins between Real Madrid and Mallorca tonight. The Super Cup semi-final between the two sides. Two sides go down 8 o'clock tonight. Moving away from that, and let's talk more update as we look at transfer stories. We're getting different transfer stories on the show this morning. And maybe we'll start with Marcus Rashford, because we're getting a report from that side. AC Milan already giving a green light for Marcus Rashford that he will get a leading role in the team. AC Milan have made it clear to Marcus Rashford's representatives that he won't have a leading role in the team. Rashford's brother and agent Dwayne Maynard was in Milan on Wednesday to understand what type of space, role and employment the various teams can give Rashford. And according to reports, Serie A side Como have also expressed the interest and would have no issue satisfying the terms of the loan and percentage of his salary. The problem of Como is that they could only sign one between Dele Alli and Rashford due to the slots for non-EU players. Remember, Dele Alli is currently training with Como. Borussia Dortmund and Juventus are the other clubs to have expressed interest. However, a move to Dortmund is thought to be unlikely. That's according to reports we're getting from Germany. Jolasho Ario Henry saying, Sports' mascot telling Van Dijk, hey, come to Tottenham. We haven't got any good defenders at the moment. Remember, Virgil van Dijk is also still talking about his renewal of contract with the Reds. Now we are seeing another update here. Liverpool are reportedly eyeing up a move for Bayern Munich star Joshua Kimmich as they look to strengthen the squad. Looking at more updates. Job Bellingham looks set to stay at Sunderland this month despite interest from Arsenal and Manchester United. The 19-year-old brother of Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham has registered 4 goals and 3 assists in 23 starts for the championship side this season. Last update here from the transfer corner. Manchester City are planning to make a bid of 40 million euros for Palmeiras centre-back Victor Reis, about to turn 19. A defender has a contract with Verdal until the end of 2028. Well, we look at the current problem of Manchester City. What they love doing. I don't know why they also like going to South America. Well, the Kick of Sports Show makes a return tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, where we talk more football stories, miss especially also fixtures, where Ganze the Sports Wizard joins me on the side. Coming up next is from the dailies with Favor Oloruntola. Remember, look at the headlines on pages of Nigerian newspapers. Remember to stay safe out there. 5 a.m. Geoffrey Style Fuse and Olamide Bado, DJ YK. My name is Oladapo Kunabi. Good morning.